Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Oh. Right, so we are back with Wastlanders. I've spawned inside my survival tent. Head towards the BTU, since that is where my next objective is.
I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work. I can already tell. It's gonna be a long day. Finally, a clear day. Maybe I can get something done now.
Makes no difference, gotta do the work. It's a pretty day. What more could you ask for? No rain or radstorm. It's nice to be outside again, regardless of the weather.
Your work won't wait on the weather, that's for sure.
Yep. Oh yes, this is the legendary rifle that I got yesterday from the cache.
That's dumb.
I know there's a restricted section of things inside. You think the students never noticed who comes and goes?
It does not matter what you may have.
seen or heard before you graduated? Overseer. Intruder. That identify yourself. Concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here, falsely alarmed, discussing this ridiculous request of yours. Commencing attack on hostile target. Commencing lawful use of source. The overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Law-abiding citizens, please. So, you are one of the residents of Vault 76.
Yep.
Your overseer has told me all about you.
Did she tell you we needed to get into the restricted wing? You're in charge?
I was programmed to run this university in the event of the Dean's absence. He is absent, therefore I am running it. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Vaulted University credentials.
The overseer graduated from here. My credentials are my fist, whatever you call your face. Lol. The overseer graduated.
Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university, not former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me.
Everyone's dead, you're protecting they're not protecting anything, or there has to be a way. There has to be a way.
There
To get
is
access.
one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your overseer has already passed the final exam, but you could take it.
You mean the vault simulation? That's ridiculous. All the professors are gone. The vaults have already been assigned.
My programming dictates that this university's purpose is to produce graduates, and I intend to follow the rules. Unlike some people, the simulation will be run by the Mr. Handy janitorial staff. It is an experimental protocol, but you will find they are more than up to the task.
Fine. So how does this test work?
You will be given a scenario that you need to accomplish in the vault simulation area. The handies will play as the residents you need to oversee.
Why do you need a graduating class?
Producing quality graduates is the very foundation of my purpose. A purpose that has gone unfulfilled for far too long.
Fine, I'll complete this exam.
Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Well, let's go give it a wing.
You the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow.
What else is new?
It's not like the usual bickering. Accusations of murder are being thrown around.
Okay.
There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads.
An idiot gets himself killed. Why is this my problem? That's awful. I should probably go with the that's awful.
That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye.
Was the body ever found?
No. There's no evidence, no weapon, not one speck of blood. I'm at a loss, Overseer. Need you to make sense of all this. Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Thank you, I'll get to the bottom of this.
I'll be here if you need me, Overseer.
Overseer, I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly.
Are you the only doctor in the vault?
Oh no, there's a full medical staff. They're bandying about somewhere, as usual.
Tell me about your feud with the head engineer.
I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester.
I heard you quarantined the reactor and engineer died.
Oh, nasty business. But I'm not going to apologize for it. It had to be done. As doctors, we take an oath to do no harm. But sometimes, we have to choose between saving one life or saving several.
And what are you suggesting we do?
Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum.
No, that sounds like brainwashing. Charisma 8. I'm sure I could persuade Brass to come voluntarily, prevent any outrage from the other engineers.
Of course, it's your decision, Overseer. I'm only trying to help.
What happens if I talk?
How can I help?
I'd like the key to the reactor.
I'm afraid I can't really comply with that request, Overseer. The reactor is under quarantine. The radiation could kill you.
I'm the overseer. I demand you give me the key. You worry too much, Loris. Relax. I know what I'm doing. Fine. I'll find another way inside. I know what I'm doing.
Very well. As long as you take all the necessary precautions. Here.
Overseer, huh? We'll see.
You got a problem with me?
Not yet.
Not a fan of conversation?
No.
What's the problem with you and the doc?
Don't care what security says. Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer.
I heard Loris's assistant is missing.
Did they tell you how me and my crew scoured every inch of this vault looking for her? Yeah, that's right. Every loose access panel and every vent. You think I wanted anyone else to die? The only one here that cold-blooded is Dr. Loris. He proved that with Kellerman.
You said you scoured every inch of the vault. What about the quarantine?
Couldn't, could we? Only Loris and his staff have access once an area is quarantined.
You want me to arrest the doctor?
No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine.
Perhaps a few carefully chosen words can convince Loris to confess his guilt. I'm not convinced Loris is wrong. I need to think about this. I need time to think about this.
Huh. Fine. But when you're ready to step up and be the overseer, you let me know.
Let's get into that reactor and have a look at what happened there.
Stella, Dr. Loris' assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least, the vault will be safe.
Suicide. Well, sacrifice, technically, but same difference.
Did you have a question, Overseer?
Area secure.
If you had to arrest one of them, who would it be?
It's not really my place to say, Overseer. But taking either of them in could spell trouble. They each have a loyal team to call on.
I found this holotape on Estella's body.
You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it.
Nope.
Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good.
Gather them up. Let's put these ugliness behind us.
At once, Overseer! Everyone gather in the common area. We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your murderous backside in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering?
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud for getting to. Everyone learns we have to work together.
Respect my authority. Go on, Overseer.
Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you.
I found it dull and inspiring. Why so sarcastic? I thought you wanted graduates. We did what you asked. Now we need access to the restricted wing.
Yes, I suppose we had a deal. You are officially a graduate of Vaulted University, entitled to access to all areas. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost good to see you again, Professor Bott.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what we'll find in the restricted wing will be even better.
And back down we go.
This is it. Somewhere past this maintenance area is the restricted wing.
You are about to be introduced to the USI!
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Commencing attack on hostile target. False alarm. Sending now.
keep an eye out.
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO. Stand down. Stand down.
Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
Boy, am I glad I managed to take down that Assaultron. I mean, on the PTS,
Approach
the Assaultron's the thing that killed me.
identify yourself. Law-abiding
Not the
citizens
bloody Mr.
will not
Handy.
be harmed.
Mr. Gutsy. The campus security.
Here. This has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems, built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
Awesome. I hope they give us something in the future that allows us to put these and the allows us to put projection systems in our camps.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves.
What's so important about gold?
Not as much today, but that's just it. Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals?
If everyone knew we had it, we could build a base for recommission, base to recommission trade, establish our own currency. I don't know, but I'll follow your lead. You mean besides swim in it? You can't really swim in it.
Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government.
Sounds like you want some kind of gold-based empire. Vault-Tec must have planned all this. They're still watching out for us. I don't really care about this gold or your plan to get it. Well, either way, we need to get inside first.
We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. To see that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents.
Okay, the settlers at Foundation know how to build things. Maybe they can dismantle them too. Hell, if you're going to break into something, why not ask a bunch of raiders? Okay, not entirely incorrect. We don't need either of them. We should keep this within 76. Yeah, I reckon...
Do me a favor, talk to both of them. I doubt they'll work together, but we'll want all the options on the table.
Okay.
Talk to the newcomers. We'll need them if we're gonna get into that vault.
Phew, simulation is over. I get so nervous, you see. I hope I didn't break character.
I wonder what happens if you just go in guns blazing and kill them all. You probably can't. But that would be an interesting option as well. Cool. Twitch has lagged behind somewhat. That's not great. It's jumping. That's really not great. Something is wrong with Twitch. Or Streamlabs. What's going on with you? Yeah, Twitch is jumping around quite a bit. have to keep an eye on Twitch. Yeah, it's hitching even more. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish here, come offline from the stream, see if it's the internet that's doing it, and then come back. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I will see you in a bit, but yeah, this is not great. So see you in a couple minutes. Bye.